Foreign policy, 20th of March 2023, a coup would directly include Pakistan in China's hegemonic bloc. Pakistan experienced an eventful day on March 14. According to the nation's troops, Imran Khan would be taken into custody on this day. After being ousted as Prime Minister by a vote of no confidence last year, he was once a professional cricket player, then a politician, and now he is a vociferous opponent of what he sees as a corrupt system uniting the Pakistani military and the rest of the country's political parties. I was a policy advisor to Khan between 2012 and 2014 but had no professional contact with him. But after the cops failed to apprehend Khan, the day ended in victory for him. The fallout has been unprecedented in recent Pakistani history. Since the nation's separation from Britain 75 years ago, the military has co-ruled the country with elected, obedient politicians. However, an insurgent who speaks the language of democracy and the rule of law now poses a severe danger to the military. And as a result, there is a growing likelihood that the army will remove all the pieces from the board once it grows weary of playing chess with Khan. Khan has recently led his followers in several large gatherings and marches. He has received gunfire injuries. His political followers and the police have fought. The supporters claim they were attacked, but the police claim otherwise. Additionally, PTI party members claim they were tortured in police custody after being detained by Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) party. Last week, one supporter reportedly died after being tortured. On March 14, when Khan was scheduled to be detained on what his supporters claim are fabricated terrorism charges, everything climaxed. A sizable group of Khan's supporters gathered in front of his Lahore, Pakistan, house to protest the arrest. To gain access to Khan's house, police used tear gas, water guns, and batons. The crowds turned them off. Khan is still free. Khan exhibited a persistent attitude in a video greeting shared on Twitter. He claimed his supporters must defend true freedom and the rule of law if he is taken into custody. Khan contends that he and his party have been set up, that the accusations against him are spiteful and untrue, and that any arrest would disqualify him from running in the upcoming general election. Khan launched a barn-burning campaign of demonstrations and speeches challenging the legitimacy of power in the nation after losing the presidency in a close no-confidence vote in April 2022, as I mentioned in my report from the previous year. He claimed that the judiciary in the nation was utterly corrupt and launched a severe attack on the military's position in Pakistani society, including its stranglehold over the nation's economy. He also accused the military of getting orders to deport him from the United States. The military and other politicians have worked to delay what appears to be a grassroots political revolution throughout Khan's campaign. Khan was charged with terrorism offenses for allegedly threatening a judge and other officials, and he was also accused of corruption for allegedly accepting gifts while in office. His protests have been dispersed. Restrictions have been placed on his transmissions. He has also been wounded. Since being ousted from office, Khan's PTI party has won several local and regional elections. Since being ousted from office, Khan's PTI party has won several local and regional elections. However, those in power in Pakistan now have a firm meeting deadline. By the nation's electoral term limits, they only have until October this year to convene elections. In the most recent election, held in 2018, Khan's party received most of the votes. In the local elections held in 2022, the PTI won 15 of the 20 contested seats in Punjab State's Legislative Assembly, the country's most populous province and a former stronghold of Shehbaz Sharif, the country's current prime minister and leader of the Pakistan Muslim League Party. Khan probably would win by a landslide if a new election were to be conducted and the polls were reliable. The military and the parties presently in power are both at risk because if Khan were to win, he would run on a platform specifically focused on controlling the military and overhauling the country's political legal system, including the judiciary. Khan's followers know their precarious situation. Today, their leader came dangerously close to being arrested, and his allies had to use their bodies to fend off the police. However, they are sure that a change may be on the horizon. They assert that Khan has established a pro-democracy organization that is currently apolitical. They claim that Pakistan's wealthy and poor are uniting against the military's chosen government for the first time in history. In the past, nepotism frequently played a significant role in Pakistani elections. In most elections, electable, or solid and wealthy candidates, are presented by all groups. These are frequently influential neighborhood business people or landlords. They may be able to be securely introduced to the voters and be expected to receive support from them regardless of the party because they may have a beneficial tribal, clan, or caste affiliation or have done something nice for the army or a ministry. The preconception is thus confirmed. The electives are notorious for switching their allegiance and party after making deals to obtain good positions in government. They are also known for floating votes within the legislative branch. Some people have run unbrokenly for office in each of the main parties. Every election in Pakistan features this method again. It is a recurring issue. However, it is currently under attack. If survey results are reliable, the public becomes less interested in specific people or their superiors and more interested in party politics, particularly those of the parties Khan represents. A popular recommendation is the PTI. Those who obtain it will likely triumph over electives carrying placards of political expediency. This challenges Pakistani politics and the military, whose influence can be felt in all elections and the creation of governments. Khan cannot be barred from running in the upcoming polls because he was not arrested today. He continues to pose a danger to the status quo and is pursuing those in positions of authority who, in his eyes, has betrayed him. The military's choices are limited as a result. It may attempt to detain the opposition head once more. They speculated that he might not be as visible in jail, even though Pakistan's history being figures who led movements from prison. Khan's supporters assert that if imprisonment is still impossible, only two choices are available for the military: assassinate Khan and hope that his movement dies with him, or stage a coup. A revolution is becoming more and more likely in the eyes of the media in both Pakistan and India. There were 4 coup attempts in Pakistan's first 50 years of freedom. The nation currently experiences unfavorable circumstances. They include a downturn in the economy and repression of political dissent. Previous military takeovers have always had a clear purpose: bringing law and order back while ousting dishonest officials. Surprisingly, Khan's campaign may have made things worse by portraying the ruling alliance as corrupt, contributing to general dysfunction. Khan, however, has also denigrated and undermined the force. The circumstances have shifted. People are no longer scared of the military as Khan's supporters defeat militarized police. Any coup could lead to chaos or even civil conflict rather than being accepted. This is a possibility that warrants global consideration and preparation. The Pakistani force has rarely been shaken by unpopularity. Regardless of how it appears, it will attempt to unseat the nation's chosen officials. The West is likely to act if Pakistan's shaky democracy is endangered. The repercussions could be significant for Pakistan. Some include sanctions, travel restrictions, asset seizures, the potential humiliation of Pakistan losing its Commonwealth membership, and the certainty that Pakistan will no longer receive assistance from financial organizations like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. Then Pakistan won't have many allies. If the military succeeds in seizing control, it will probably turn to China for support. Pakistan is highly indebted to China and is the largest recipient of loans from Beijing's Belt and Road Plan, so China does not want instability there. Additionally, it has a history of cooperation with the Pakistani military that dates back to their shared hatred toward India and their support of the anti-Soviet fight in Afghanistan. A centerpiece of the Belt and Road Initiative is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The Pakistani military has supported this alliance for years, keeping Pakistan within the Chinese sphere. However, if the army attempted a coup, the situation for Pakistan's people and economy would drastically deteriorate. Pakistan would be in a desperate situation, ensuring it would genuinely fall under Chinese influence in time to join the other autocracies that comprise the expanding, Beijing-led bloc of authoritarian nations.